Have you ever walked into a room and suddenly realized you have no idea why you went there in the first place? Or perhaps you have found yourself struggling to remember the name of a person you have known for years while the word stays frustratingly on the tip of your tongue. These moments of forgetfulness can be incredibly annoying, and sometimes they even bring a sense of fear about what the future holds for our mental clarity. We live in a world where we are constantly told how to take care of our hearts, our skin, and our muscles. But we often forget to nourish the very engine that runs everything, which is our brain. The truth is that our brain is a highly demanding organ, and the choices we make at the dinner table today will determine how sharp we feel 10 or 20 years from now. While medical science currently tells us that it is very difficult to completely reverse advanced neurodegeneration like Alzheimer's through diet alone, there is a very powerful silver lining that you need to know about. You have the power to halt and even functionally reverse early memory deficits that are caused by metabolic issues before any permanent structural damage occurs. By eating the right foods, you are not just filling your stomach, but you are actively building a resilient neural infrastructure. You are improving your attention span, and you are slowing down the natural cognitive decline that usually comes with age. Today, I will tell you about the most effective ways to shield your mind from the fog of aging. I will explain how certain nutrients act like a protective shield for your neurons and how you can start using your kitchen as a pharmacy for your brain health. We are going to explore 5 of the most powerful brain-boosting foods that science has to offer. These are not just random suggestions, but are evidence-based powerhouses that can help you maintain a sharp and vibrant mind. So if you are ready to learn how to keep your memory intact and your focus laser sharp, let us begin this journey into the world of nutritional neuroscience. Food number 1. Dark berries. When we talk about brain health, we must start with the vibrant and colorful world of dark berries like blueberries and blackberries. These tiny fruits are much more than just a sweet snack because they are packed with a specific class of antioxidants called anthocyanins. You can think of these compounds as a specialized security team for your brain cells. One of the most incredible things about these antioxidants is their unique ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is a protective shield that prevents most substances from entering the brain. Once they cross this barrier, they selectively accumulate in the hippocampus. This is the part of your brain that is responsible for learning and memory, and it is often the first area to be affected by aging. Inside the hippocampus, these berry compounds act as free radical scavengers. They go around cleaning up the oxidative stress that acts like rust on your neurons. By reducing this neurotoxic inflammation, berries help your brain cells communicate with each other more effectively. They also stimulate something called brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is essentially like fertilizer for your brain. This protein helps your brain grow new connections and repair old ones. When you include a handful of these berries in your daily routine, you are giving your brain the tools it needs to stay young and flexible. You will find that your ability to learn new information and recall old memories becomes much smoother over time. It is a simple addition to your breakfast or a snack that carries immense long-term benefits for your cognitive longevity. Food number 2. Whole grains and complex carbohydrates. The second essential food group for a sharp mind is whole grains such as oats, quinoa, and brown rice. To understand why these are so important, you have to realize that your brain is an energy hog. Even though it only makes up about 2% of your total body weight, it consumes a massive 20% of your body's total glucose. Unlike your muscles, your brain cells do not have the ability to store excess energy for later use. This means they rely on a steady and continuous supply of fuel to function at their best. When you eat simple sugars or processed white bread, your blood sugar spikes and then crashes. This roller coaster effect leads to what many people describe as brain fog, where you feel sluggish and unable to concentrate. However, when you choose complex carbohydrates like oats or quinoa, the process changes completely. These foods take a long time to break down in your digestive system, which provides your brain with a slow and sustained release of energy. This steady supply prevents the neuroinflammatory spikes that are associated with processed sugars. By keeping your energy levels stable, you are allowing your neurons to work without interruption. This leads to better focus during the day and a more stable mood. It is about giving your brain high-quality fuel rather than the cheap stuff that causes a breakdown. When your brain has a reliable energy source, it can perform complex tasks with much less effort, and you will notice a significant improvement in your mental stamina. Food number 3. Fatty fish. Now, let us talk about the structural health of your brain, which heavily depends on the fats you consume. Your brain is actually the fattiest organ in your body, and it is highly enriched in lipids. To maintain the fluid dynamics of its cell membranes, it requires specific types of omega-3 fatty acids known as DHA and EPA. These are primarily found in fatty fish like salmon and mackerel. The fascinating thing is that our bodies are very inefficient at making their own DHA, so we must get it directly from our diet. When you eat fatty fish, these healthy fats are incorporated directly into the walls of your neurons. This makes the cell membranes more flexible and fluid, which is crucial for how brain cells send and receive signals. If your cell membranes are stiff because of a poor diet, communication slows down and memory begins to fade. By providing your brain with high-quality omega-3s, you are essentially oiling the machinery of your mind. These fats also play a major role in reducing inflammatory signaling in the brain, which protects you from long-term damage. Research has consistently shown that people who regularly consume fatty fish have better memory function and a lower risk of cognitive decline. It is like providing the building blocks for a stronger and more efficient communication network within your head. If you want your thoughts to flow quickly and your memory to be sharp, then making fatty fish a regular part of your meals is one of the best investments you can make. Food number 4. Dark leafy greens. The fourth powerhouse on our list is the category of dark leafy greens, which includes spinach, kale, and broccoli. These vegetables are a goldmine of nutrients like lutein, vitamin E, and folate. Folate, which is also known as vitamin B9, is incredibly important for the aging brain because of its role in managing a substance called homocysteine. Homocysteine is an amino acid that can build up in your blood, and at high levels, it causes vascular damage and significantly increases the risk of dementia. By eating plenty of leafy greens, you are helping your body keep these levels low and protecting your blood vessels from damage. Furthermore, these greens are excellent for improving blood flow. They help dilate your blood vessels, which allows more oxygen-rich blood to reach your brain tissues. When your brain is well oxygenated, it can perform at its peak and you feel more alert and awake. The vitamin E found in these greens also acts as a powerful antioxidant that protects your cell membranes from the daily wear and tear of life. It is important to remember that consistency is key with these vegetables. Including a serving of greens in your lunch or dinner every day creates a cumulative effect that strengthens your brain's defenses against inflammation. It is a simple way to ensure that your brain is getting the oxygen and the protection it needs to stay healthy as the years go by. Food number 5. Nuts and seeds. Finally, we must not overlook the incredible benefits of nuts and seeds, especially walnuts and pumpkin seeds. These are excellent sources of plant-based omega-3s, protein, and vitamin E. Walnuts in particular are famous for their brain-boosting properties, and it is no coincidence that they even look like a tiny human brain. They are known to improve vascular health and decrease the likelihood of blood clotting, which ensures that your brain gets a steady supply of nutrients. On the other hand, pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds are packed with essential minerals like zinc and magnesium. Zinc is vital for synaptic transmission, which is the process by which your brain cells talk to each other. Without enough zinc, your communication lines can get fuzzy, leading to confusion and memory gaps. Magnesium is equally important for mood regulation and keeping your memory sharp. These nuts and seeds also provide a healthy dose of vitamin E, which protects your cell membranes from free radicals and has been shown to slow the progression of degenerative changes in the brain. They are the perfect snack for anyone who wants to maintain their cognitive edge. Just a small handful a day can provide the minerals and vitamins necessary to keep your nervous system functioning smoothly. They are like tiny packages of brain medicine that nature has provided for us to keep our minds sharp and our spirits high. Akhri baat. The most important thing to remember from all of this is that these 5 foods are not just individual ingredients, but they form the foundation of what scientists call the mind diet. This is a special way of eating that combines the best parts of the Mediterranean and DASH diets specifically tailored for brain health. Research has shown that when people strictly follow this pattern of eating, they can actually slow down the structural aging of their brain. In fact, the study suggests that eating this way can preserve your gray matter to such an extent that it is equivalent to making your brain 2.5 years younger than your actual age. It is not about a temporary fix or a miracle pill, but about a lifestyle choice that honors the complexity of your mind. Your brain has an amazing ability to adapt and heal if you give it the right environment and the right nutrients. By choosing these foods, you are taking a proactive step toward a future where you remain sharp, independent, and full of life. I hope this information helps you understand how much control you really have over your brain health. Your journey to a better memory starts with the very next meal you choose to eat. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.